Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Welcome if you're new, please hit that like and subscribe button, and let's get right into today's video. As usual, we will be doing a set on the Vita Bella practice hand, and I will also be using these extra long clear coffin nail tips. And to adhere them, I will be using the 𝐶 nail glue that I've been using a lot lately in all my videos. So off camera, I did go ahead and apply the nail tips because I was kind of struggling with that nail glue. It was getting everywhere, and as you can see, a little piece of my glove got stuck on it, and that is why I kind of have a hole in my glove. But I'm just gently trimming down the nail tips, not too much because I do want like an extra long length for today's set. And then I will quickly take my hand file and just shape up the sidewalls to make sure they're nice and flush to the natural nail area, and then I will go ahead and blend the nail tip in as well. So recently on KAIROSE Nail Supply, we did release two new collections. One is an acrylic collection and the next is a gel polish collection, and I will quickly get into the acrylic collection. So this first color here is called Sakura. It is part of our spring season collection. It's a very beautiful bright pink glitter, well, it's an acrylic powder that has like some very nice shimmer in it. This next one here is called Rain, and it's a very beautiful blue as well with some shimmer. I don't know if I've mentioned this, but most of our acrylic powders do have some sort of shimmer or glitter in it because that is just absolutely what we love, and we just love to have different types of acrylics than other brands. That purple one there was called Wisteria. It's a very nice, beautiful, light purplish almost. This one here is called Canary. It's a very beautiful, vibrant yellow acrylic powder. And this last one here is called Emerald, and it's a very beautiful green acrylic powder as well. And then here are the swatches of each of those colors. They're very nice and pigmented. The bottoms don't really look that pigmented, but that is just how I applied the bead. And from doing the application here, they won't look super pigmented, but that is because I'm working with very, very wet beads, so that way I can get this nice seamless ombre that I do plan on having. So I will be using all the colors in the spring season collection, and if you're interested in any of these powders, I will have the link down below. So getting into it, if you've seen by the thumbnail, we will be doing a vertical ombre. I've never done this before, but I've always wanted to try it, and I figured these powders will be perfect to do that. So I'm starting off with that Sakura color and applying it on the left side of the nail, and then after I got that nice and situated, I will go in with the Wisteria color and kind of blend that in with the Sakura color as well. And these powders are very nice and buttery. Even though they're super pigmented, they're very nice and easy to work with, and I highly recommend these powders for anyone who are just looking for some new acrylic powders to add to their collections. So after I get the nice thin layer of each of these colors down, I will go ahead and try to build them up so that way they're a little bit more opaque rather than transparent. But since I am working with wetter beads, they will still be a little bit transparent kind of in the end. And this is what the first finger is looking like. So to explain the next one, I will be starting off with the purple color as well, the Wisteria color. And then after that, I will go ahead and blend in the color Rain, which is the blue acrylic powder. And then I will kind of continue doing that for the rest of the nails. So I will go ahead and let the rest of this application play out, and I'll come back in when it's time to encapsulate these. Now that we have all of our ombres nice and applied, I will go in and encapsulate. So I am using the crystal clear acrylic from 𝐿 as usual to encapsulate these nails, along with building up the apex and the structure that the nail needs. And do keep in mind always when you're doing ombres or you're working with any glitter acrylics or super pigmented acrylics, you always want to make sure to encapsulate, because if you go in filing afterwards, you will file away the ombre, the marble, or any of that pigmented acrylic. You will just file and make it not so much pigmented, if that makes sense. So I highly recommend encapsulating your nails afterwards. This is what our application is looking like after everything is nice and dried. So to get into our filing, I will be using a fine 501 drill bit and going around the cuticle area just to make sure that it's nice and flush to the natural nail. And for reference, I do have my drill at the speed of 9,000 RPMs when doing my finished filing with my e-file. Next, I will be taking my medium grit sanding band from Nails and Blinks and going around the cuticle area once more, and then I will also be working that over the surface of the nail to smooth it out further and debulk any areas that need to be debulked. Next, I will be taking my hand file just to shape up the sidewalls, along with getting underneath the nail to get any acrylic that might have spilled over when doing the application, and then later on I will be flipping the hand over and filing the free edge from that perspective. And then lastly, since we will be doing some hand-drawn nail art, I do want to go ahead and buff over the surface. So I'm just taking this mini buffer and just gently buffing over the surface to kind of get it smooth for our nail art. So these are what the nails are looking like after they've been shaped and filed. So to get into our gel polish collection, this is called our Once Upon a Time collection. Kind of off the, based off the name of the collection, they are named after some Disney princesses. So these are the colors I will be using for today's set. So I will quickly explain what I will be doing for the nail art, and then I will kind of go into the names of these gel polishes. So I'm taking this color, I'm trying to match the colors of the acrylic, so I'm using pink and purple on this nail. And I'm placing the pink gel polish on the opposite side where the purple part is of the nail and doing a squiggly line like this. And then I will go ahead and cure that for just 10 seconds so it doesn't kind of mix with this color. And then I will be taking the purple color to do the other part of the squiggly line on the other side of the nail. And then I will continue doing that for the rest of the nails using the same colors that are on that nail. So this next one I will be doing purple and blue and then so on. So to get into explaining the gel polishes, like I said, it is called the Once Upon a Time collection, and they are pretty much named after Disney princesses. So getting into them really quickly, they all do have some shimmer as well. Like I mentioned, we absolutely love glittery, shimmery stuff. So we did know right away that we wanted our first gel polish collection to be shimmery. So getting into the colors, the first one that is red is called Ariel, the orange one is called Merida, the yellow one's called Belle, the green one's Tiana, the blue one is Cinderella, the purple one is Jasmine, and then this pinkish purplish one is called Rapunzel, and then lastly we have Aurora, which is the very beautiful pink. So for the colors on today's set, we are using Aurora, Jasmine, Cinderella, Tiana, and Belle as well. So I kind of hope that explains. If you guys are kind of confused on the colors, I will be posting, well, I do have a reel up on our KAIROSE Nail Supply Instagram page, kind of showing the names of the gel polishes as well. And if you're interested in any of the gel polish colors, again, we do have the link down below, and if you use code YouTube, it does save you 15% on your purchases. After I finish this last wiggly line here, I will go ahead and cure the nails in the light for a full 60 seconds to make sure everything is nice and cured. And these are what the nails are looking like afterwards. So I do want to add a little bit of rhinestone to make it not so plain. So I will be using one of these smaller rhinestones along with my 𝐵𝑒𝑑𝑒𝑐𝑜R rhinestone glue. So I will be applying it right where the two colors meet at the cuticle area, just applying a very tiny amount of that 𝐵𝑒𝑑𝑒𝑐𝑜R rhinestone nail glue and taking one of these smaller rhinestones and placing it right there and getting it nice and centered. And after I get that nice and centered, I will go ahead and cure this in the light for about 10 seconds, just a flash cure while I move on to these next two nails. And then again, applying that rhinestone glue in the center where those two colors meet near the cuticle area and applying those rhinestones. And then after I'm done with these two nails, I will cure this in the light for a full 30 seconds to make sure everything is nice and fully cured. Now these are what the nails are looking like after everything is cured, so it's time to top coat. I will be using the Classic Diamond Gel Top Coat from KAIROSE Nail Supply, and it's absolutely wonderful. It's super shiny. It stays shiny for the longevity of your nails that you have on. So we highly recommend this top coat if you're looking for a better top coat. I'm just applying a very thin layer of this to all of the nails, and then I will go ahead and cure this in the light for a full 60 seconds. That is the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!